This is MajorTv and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Couldn't do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back to show our appreciation. Tune in daily, get your positive vibrations. Learn different words in your own native language. Learn being black ain't all about slavery. They put that in the school book, it's part of education. We need to rewrite it, need some better information. Like how we built the pyramids and formed our own nation. Visit different continents and then try to invade them. Way before Columbus, but that ain't none of these pages. It's all just rumors, just a bunch of speculation. But why I never admit every hero is Caucasian. Even white people starting to say this shit is racist. Like how they talking to blacks for this vaccination. This is MajorTv and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back to show our appreciation. This is MajorTv and this is brought to you by Major. Like and subscribe to get your notifications. Do it without you, need your full participation. And we giving back to show our appreciation. Appreciate the views and appreciate the comments. Keeping it real, always giving you this content. Hoping that my people don't take nothing out of context. Giving you
Hey, my people, what's going on? This is me, and you're tuning to MajorTv. Let's talk. I want to thank everybody that's tuning in right now. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum, hotep, shalom, hola, and good day to everyone. I want to thank everybody tuning in. If you haven't checked in and let me know in the chat, please do so. I see my girl Shirley J. Bake in the building. Applauding family, love. What's up? Thank you for coming through. Helena Patterson. Peace and love to all. Thank you, sister, for coming through. Miss Lorraine Muhammad. Peace and blessings, sister. Peace and blessings, Major and Chad. Thank you for coming through. Really appreciate you. How you doing, Miss Geneva Greer in the building? Hello, Major and beautiful black people. Ishing roses out there, everybody. Thank you for giving my flowers. Now, I want to sing some flowers. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jabez in the building. Black love as always. Let's give the family time to come in and see what's going on with this live tonight. Something happened. I'm gonna say about a week or so ago when I was buying something for the family to eat, trying to get something hot, right? And some kids had approached me, and they were just wandering around. And they asked for some money, and I didn't have cash at the time, right? But I was trying to give them some work to come work out with the online store I have, right? And I want to talk about that, and there's so many black youths that's wandering around, right? So I'm gonna give the family enough time to come in. I don't know if we're gonna have anybody tonight or what have you. Again, like I said, it's a random live. I kind of like alerted everybody earlier that I was gonna do a live, but I'm gonna give people a chance to come in. Thank you, Danny and Brian, for coming through. Hello, Major. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much, family, for coming through. Olivia B. Boy in the building. Shalom, Major and family. Blessings. Thank you so much. Give a gift. I'm gonna give it a minute or so. But I just had this epiphany to want to talk about our youth. You know what I'm saying? Our black youth. I don't know. I just had to just come out and just speak about it. My family, how you doing, Taaraa, Muhammad? Shalom, my brother. Shalom to you, sister, for coming through. Thank you so much for tuning in. Real talk, real talk. And yeah, my family. So I want to talk about this because I think a lot of times our discussion we be talking about the movement. We really forget about our children. We really forget about what they're going through. And going back to me saying I had an epiphany to talk about this, the fact that there was two youths, as I said, that asked me for some money. They didn't have any. Well, one asked for money. The other was right there, just standing right there by him, looking for me to give him some money. At the time, I had the money. I had credit card. I don't carry cash on me. And I must admit that when I gave the guy my number, he barely could like spell. I mean, I don't know his educational background or what he been through, but we have so many youths out here that's wandering around, walking around, asking, paying, hustling, when they ask for money, paying, hustling, and stuff like that. And for me, I become a big worried because I know when I was young, I did the same things. And nowadays, things are just so dangerous for our black kids. And what I worry about is the fact that a lot of our black kids level of education is very, very low. You know, they're a grade or two behind. Their read is not up to par. And the fact that they're in this real world and don't really understand what's going around them, right? And I won't lie, it bothers my heart knowing that our kids are prey to powers that be. And I'm gonna read some with you, right? Just did a little research. But let's talk about our kids and education. We already know they're being misinformed. A lot of our students are being passed, our black students are being passed without having a proper education. And I'm just talking about reading, writing, and reading, writing, understand English language, understand what they're reading, have basic arithmetic abilities, to be able to function and add, count, and whatnot, as well as the social skills, right? Now we know the system is really designed to have us programmed and subjugated to think and believe things to be that we inferior and they're superior, and that we have to remember that they civilized us and they made everything what it is, and we just some lost people, whatever. We know stuff of how they try to make Africa sound like it was just a wild place where it was a jungle and mad black people. And we know about how they want to just connect our history to slavery, but I'm just talking about basic stuff like learning, just reading, understand what they're reading, being able to articulate it to you, knowing how to do math, knowing how to do basics, functional skills, right? What I worry about our kids wandering. And the first thing I thought about is if they don't get no money, if I can't give them no money, their mama can't give them no money, we can't give them no money. What they gonna do next? And the first thing hit me is they might start stealing. They might start committing crimes. They might start breaking in cars, stealing our stores, right? And the system have no problem incarcerating our kids. They have no problem in locking them up. We have to do something about this. We can't keep acting like this not going on. We have become so desensitized about what's happening with our kids in our community that it's sad because we point one finger, three fingers pointing back at us. What we gonna do? We can talk about racism, systemic racism, institutional racism. We can talk about all kinds of discrimination. We can talk about things that's out there to hinder us, to impede us, to stop our progress. But what are we gonna do, family? I propose to everybody that's listening to this live right now, we have to institute something to preoccupy not just our kids, but kids in our community. I don't care what it is. Before we go any further in this video, I would like for y'all to like the video and share the video. Like and share this video. We about to talk about some tough things that we don't talk about as much. We breeze over situations with our kids. We jump into a lot of hot topics that's going on, dealing with unity, dealing with empowerment, self-determination, police violence. But we got to get back into talking about our kids because They're being victimized, in ways that we can't imagine. Like we were victimized mentally. How we've been brainwashed, we've been misinformed, we've been misdirected, we have been subjugated. They're working on our kids, and they're our future. So I'm definitely proposing to everybody start some kind of program. If you got a business, try to have something where you can preoccupy the kids to hire them. Work them. I got some teams I'm working with, a couple hours a day, or I work them as needed. Um, about us being so desensitized by what's going on, that's trauma. That's trauma that we're going through as a people right now in this country because we haven't processed the fact of what's going on, what to do about it. It's trauma. We like paralyzed in the moment, just looking and talking about it and being mad. Someone's reacting and going straight to jail or getting killed and not really solving the long-term problem. Let me share something with you. Black disparities and youth incarceration. Despite long-term decline in youth incarceration, disparity in which blacks and white youths are held in juvenile facilities has grown. Black youths are more than 4 times as likely to be detained or committed in juvenile facilities as their white peers. Black youths are more than 4 times as likely to be detained or committed in juvenile facilities, as their white peers, according to nationwide data collected in October 29 and recently released. In 2015, black youth incarceration rate was 5.0 times as higher as their white peers, an all-time peak. That ratio fell to 4.4, a 13% decline. Juvenile facilities, including 1,510 detention centers, residential treatment centers, group homes, and youth prisons, held 36,479 youth as of October 2019. These data do not include the 653 people under 18 in prisons at year end 2019, on estimated 2,900 people under 18 in jails at mid year 2019. 41% of youth in placement are black, even though black Americans comprise only 15% of all youth across the United States. Black youth are more likely to be in custody than white youth in every state but one, Hawaii. Between 2015 and 2019, juvenile placements fell by 24%. During these years, black youth placements declined faster than white youth placements, 54% versus 33%, resulting in a smaller but still considerable disparity. National youth placement rate was 114 per 100,000. Black youth placement rate was 300 per 100,000, compared to white youth placement rate 72 per 100,000. Race disparities grew by more than 10% in 11 states and decreased at least by 10% in 23 states and District of Columbia. In New Jersey, Wisconsin, District of Columbia, Connecticut, African American youth are at least 10 times more likely to be held placement as are white youth. South Carolina, Tennessee, and Nebraska have seen their racial disparity grow by at least 1/3. Indiana, New Jersey, Arkansas, Pennsylvania, and Nevada decreased their race disparity. Oh, I'm proud of that word. By at least 1/3. Black youth placement rate per 100,000 in 2019. And as you can see, it's showing you state, the rate of blacks, the rate of whites, and disparities. And I'm gonna just gradually walk through that, right? I'm gradually browse through them, let you all look at it. I'm not gonna talk about it, but just want you all to look at it. I'm gonna even put this link description, you know what I'm saying, of this live after I get through. But what I'm trying to show my people right now is the fact that we don't find something to do with our kids. We don't find a place to put them. Things to preoccupy their mind. They're going to wander the streets. They're going to wander around the wrong group. They're going to wind up getting into criminal activities, possibly using drugs, and possibly committing violent crimes. And guess what? They have a place to lock them up. Right here, there's changes in black and white placement disparity. 2015 versus 2019. This is the graph they was talking about. I'm going to gradually browse through it. Family, we have to understand what's going on here. And right now, there's so much of fuss in the room, there's so much of fight in the room that the concern of our youth are last on the list. We're talking about everything but our youth. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that talking about those things is wrong. Because we can prioritize everything. We can do 2, 3, 4 things at one time with an organized system. But what I'm trying to say is our black youth are out here when they leave our homes or whether we see somebody else's kids walking around or wandering around. That don't mean they're always getting in trouble. But you know them popos or police officers ready to mess with them, was harassing them or pull them over and ask them curious and crazy questions to try to trap them up like, what you doing in this neighborhood? Where you from? All these crazy questions. Not having no real reason to stop these kids. We have to worry about our kids being subjected to that. So for me, it's like we have to find a way how to fix this. It don't take no big organization. It don't take a whole lot of money. Just take somebody who got their stuff together and care about the kids. You got your stuff together, you can put together programs. You can put together programs. There's no more in your house to teach about your history, how to fill out a job application. I'll do a job interview. You can teach about, you can help them with reading and writing. You can help them with math. You know what I'm saying? Even we can share Black history videos off YouTube. We'll have you for free. We have to find ways how to preoccupy our kids' minds. And for those who have businesses, try to lot some money on the side to kind of hire some kids to come off the streets, like I'm doing, and try to help them. Because if not, they're gonna get in trouble. If they go, you gotta realize this whole system is geared towards locking us down and controlling us. And if they can't physically lock us down, they're gonna find other ways to do what they gotta do if we're not strong enough to deal with it and how to navigate. Because you can win, but you have to know how to win. It's just like they say you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You gotta know how to like navigate, but at the same time be a black man, be a black woman. You know what I'm saying? You know, but at the same time understand what you're dealing with, you know. But I have a major concern about our lack of understanding the situation with these kids that have nothing to do but wander around getting all kind of things that we don't know what they be into. That saying about it takes, after saying about it takes a child, takes a village to raise a child is true. We have to really focus on how we're gonna help them kids too, while we're in a battle for fighting for our liberation, fight for the self-determination, for getting our land and property rights, for us building our communities and what have you. We definitely have to be willing to make a way for our kids. I'm not just talking about your kids, my kids, I'm talking about everybody's kids. We have become very desensitized. We have become very insensitive. We have become very numb to what's going on. You know, you have to have some kind of feeling. You have to have some kind of emotion. You have to have some kind of concern about what you're seeing. And what I just read to you in disparities, it's not with the adults, it's with the kids too. I'm showing you this not with melanated people As adults, melanated people, as kids, they're also attacking. This is so like this is so important that we talk about things we can do. I'm talking about everyday people. I remember back in the day, right? I remember back in the day, right? They had things all around the community kids can get involved. And I'm not gonna say that they have something for every kid, but it was much different. We see that this government, there are things out there the government have for people, for the people. We just don't be knowing about it because they don't get down the pipeline to the people, right? But at the same time, it's responsibility of the politicians, the people that's in the district, to make sure whatever funds, whatever programs, because when you vote these representatives and councilmen and everything, they're supposed to be trying to put together different programs, social programs. Because see, the problem is this: you can never have a true relationship with the police department, the black community, as long as we know that they can't militarize us, they can't police us. Once black people left the rural areas, they came to urban areas for better life, jobs, and what have you. And it took white flight after World War II took the jobs and went and created suburbs, and then started the police us, right? So until they address that problem, and then learn to take these officers supposed to be civil that work for us, the community, right? I know all this money pumping and to get all these high tech tanks and guns and SWAT team, they can be invested in our community. And this is where that bridge, that big gap between us feeling comfortable when we call them, they come to resolve it, man. They come to lock somebody up. Somebody might get killed. We have problems. So knowing we have these problems, we have to start fixing ourselves. Because see, what I'm trying to get people to understand, once we show the powers that be, the ruling class, that we got us, that we on top of our stuff, that we unify, we make sure we all right, we getting our bag, we getting straight. When we ask for it, they're gonna be willing to sit down on the table and really compromise with it because they see we not playing. But see, as long as we fussing and fighting, anybody can go talk to them, whether LGBTQ community, whether it's immigrants or whatever, they united. We not. So when we go to them and be talking about we want this, that, and other, you got 50 people behind them. No, man. I don't like the way Major's saying that. I don't like the way Jerry's saying that. Geneva, I'm tripping. Instead of just coming together like, all right, cool, let's get this going on. We're going to work on some other things. Every year we can propose something. Throughout the year we can propose things, but as long as we are fighting, we'll never see what's going on. Our kids actually dying out here. We trying to fuss and fight and attack each other. What we doing? This is not a game. This is real. Our kids are dying. Our kids are getting locked up. Our kids are not getting a proper education. Our kids are being miseducated. It's a lot of it's our fault because we haven't dealt with the trauma in our life. We pass that trauma on to our kids, and our kids are wondering, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta get out and do me. I hear what my dad is saying. We gotta make time, man. We gotta get this right. And I'm gonna keep beating at the people. We gotta get it right. I don't have no time with this man worship. I have no time with all this nonsense. I'm focusing on building up a strong nation of people that really care about resolving our problem with real solutions. Not no back and forth fuss and fight. We have a common enemy, common problem. Let's fix it. Point blank. I don't care. Yaya, Rhonda, Gary, Geneva. I don't care. Have these. I don't care who have the ideas. I don't care who have the. I don't care. Who's saying what? If it's viable, it's real, it's something that's solution based. Let's get it. All that the back and forth debating. I'm not with all that. If you know about the history about Africa, you want to be a spiritualistic queen or king. You want to be scientific, cool. And then it better be able to help our people, or you just talking, or you just sound impressive. You're just very highly intelligent. But when you can't break down to things to the common folks to get them to understand that what you're sharing with them have to help them in their everyday life and their kids and their community, you're not doing a good job. That's why it says simplicity is the key. Keep it simple. When you talk to people, you have to use all them big old words inside your vocabulary every time you talk. You don't talk over nobody's head and nobody know you know. You're a scholar, you know what you know. It's about getting the common folks to realize one thing. The government is supposed to work for you. Every from the government, I'm talking about from federal, state, local, municipality, that they are working for you. You pay taxes to them. You know what I'm saying? You vote them in office. You feel me? All right, we know the powers that be, the 3% that control everything, the 1% that control everything. Cool, but guess what? It's only 1%. They win it because they're paying a lot of these people off and they're buying into the fact that hey, they want they want that bread, but we have the final say with the put up. That's why when they try to put the vaccination, they got a global response of people not trying to feel it. And the funny part, a lot of these big people, especially the 1%, they're getting hit in the pockets. You know, some of them, you know what I'm saying? They got to compromise and pay truck drivers more money, got to pay shipyards more money. Because, see, people realize COVID-19 is a gift and a curse for some people in certain fields. They suffer because of COVID. We got some people like me that's in the transportation field. You know, I'm getting big pay. So, you know, that's a blessing. For them. But at the same time, my heart goes out to all my sisters and brothers because we've been suffering. Just because I win it, that don't mean nothing. If you ain't winning, our kids all we got. We dead. They don't want us to carry the torch and pass it on to their kids and future generations. But we have to understand the situation we deal with is grave. And the way how we've been attacked, the way how this war has been going on since slavery until now, this is real. But I'm telling you, mark my words, if we don't start zooming in all them kids walking around these neighborhoods and walking around these highways and around our neighborhoods, if we not offer them something to take them off the streets, then get caught up and the system will lock them up. Or you can get it caught up in some violence and get their life lost. I'm gonna use something, a personal case, right? My son, his youngest brother, one of his little brother, by his mom, I did hear how they say, I don't want to call his name out, right? Because it's something personal to my, I know. But they said, man, so and so won't be hard. He ain't built like this. So and so is, I always hear something about him, right? I told him it was cool, right? But they was always saying like he wanted to be tough. He was out here in the streets, like messing with little drugs, hustling. I don't know what he was doing. He was in the streets in New Orleans, right? And I used to always listen, right? And I used to talk to him and try to steer him the right way. But a young man lost his life at 18 years old about 10, 11 years ago. He lost his life, right? About 10, 11 years ago, he lost his life, I believe. 10. I think 10, 11 years ago, he was 18 years old. And what's so sad about it, you can look at this young man and see he was lost. He was trying to be something he wasn't. He wanted to be a thug. He wanted to be hard. He thought just, like being straight, being a good guy, being a square, whatever you want to call it, was funny, was corny. But he lost his life. Literally, like not too far from the house. With people he ran out with, his so-called clique. This real, and it's happening to our kids all the time. They won't be a part of different organizations, different groups. I won't say organizations, excuse me, won't be a part of different groups or gangs and not realize the fact that there's so much life to live and the road they're going down is so self-destructive. But we fail our own kids because we know they have these issues and things going on, and we don't know how to accept. We don't devise a way how we can cartel the way they thinking. We have become very desensitized. We've become socially numb to what's going on in our community. That's why when we see people get killed, innocent black people get killed, some of them don't know how to respond because we're so used to it. We watch this government let people go scot-free from killing a black person. Or if they get arrested, they may get acquitted. Because the general public feel like officer right killing that black person. Regardless of how wrong the evidence showed that the officer did, the murder, they'll let him go. You can't even enjoy the Chauvin conviction as sentence because we know that was just a thing. Whereas they had to make him out of example, right? When they had let so many of them and get away, he didn't get no life that I know of. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that we can find reason to fuss each other all day. We can find reason to poke out all our wrongs, go in each other's background, take each other down, but can't sit down and talk about how we can save our youth. It's so adds backwards to me that we get so personally involved with want to take each other down and poke hole in each other's character and not even talk about the real issues that's going on. I don't even want to talk about the enemy no more. I already know what's up with him. I know about COINTEL. I know about all that, right? My response is having to answer how to deal with that when it comes my way. See, we can't win this thinking that it's me, myself, and I type situation. It's we, us, and ours. You know what I'm saying? It's a plural, not a single. Singular is a plural. We have to think in like mind. When they say we have to be on call, we have to understand be one first, what that really means. We have to put us first. We have to make sure our babies are all right. We have to make sure we are all right. We got to make sure our family are right. We got to make sure our community are right. That requires each one of us in this, watching this live or in the chat, actively work towards improving our situation personally, as a family community, and then build together. Build together. Be supportive. Tell each other I love you. Give the hugs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Actually sit down and think about what we can devise together to make our situation better. And I know, and I hate to say this, I know all of us won't understand. I know all of us won't be down with this. I know some of us are gonna find reason to still find fault. And that's the irony of everything, right? We can agree when we have issues. We can agree that we have problems. We can agree that we have the common enemy, but still can't agree that when JBATL is talking of 5/5 of speaking and speaking on some real stuff and really trying to implement something positive, you always have somebody in the room got something else to say. They'll try to knock it or try to hijack it and throw 1,000 things on top of it. And for me, I despise that because we have to learn how to give people benefit doubt, especially when they come off as sincere and they are proving themselves to be involved with trying to improve our situation. I would never understand how we arrive at being conclusive, negative, over the top, just because you don't agree with that person, or just because that person saying this is something we should do. That you have to put your 2 cents in. Sometimes we gotta learn how to let things play out. We gotta let things play out. Sometimes, we have to sit on the bench. You ever play basketball? I played point guard. I did my thing. You got the starting 5. You got like 9, 5, 6 people, 7 people on the bench. And you got the coach, right? Assistant coach, what have you. And the starting 5, you know what I'm saying? They're going to do, they got a job to do while they're out there, right? And the people that go on rotation, they got to play their role. Like, they come off the bench, right? They're playing their role. And that's how we got to be in the move. Everybody know their role. You got the point guard, you got the off guard, you got shooting forward, power forward, you got the center. You feel me? And you got center, you got a guard, you got a forward, reserve. Somebody injured, somebody supposed to come behind and replace him. Point blank, you know what I'm saying? If somebody playing bad, gotta go replace him. Come on out, sit down, what have you. Meaning if the plan don't go right, or that we try to implement the movement. Go right, cool, all right. We're gonna start with another plan, right? Nobody should take nothing personal. I never get nearly full of saying. I always repeat this on the thing he was on Talk 10 Radio before he went to another station. Somebody said about Farrakhan. He said, "What you think about Farrakhan?" Blah blah blah. He said, "I can't talk bad about that man." He said, "I don't know. He said, I don't know about. I don't know what he's doing or what have you. But I feel like I'm trying to do something. If it's not working for me, he might have a plan, or somebody else might have a plan that may be successful to fight the nine activities, people activities that the ruling class control, the power structure control, right?" And he said he's not about talking bad about any sister's brother. And see, until we have a mindset understand that we only pawns on a chessboard. You know, we say we playing chess. A lot of times we be making some foolish moves, come back to bite us, and we get checkmate. A lot of times we don't realize when you think like a king, a queen, bishop, castle, or a knight, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those are some boss pieces on the chessboard. We have to know how to operate that. And when you're going against a powerful enemy like this, you have to definitely, line up your ducks. You have to definitely cross your T's, dot your I's. X and O's all day, every day. We have to understand that. Because right now, where we at right now in our lifetime, we have a golden opportunity to capitalize on everything that's been shown. Because you got to realize that so much have evolved in 2020, 2020, 2021. I'm talking about the blatant racism, the acknowledgement, them trying to do little things and give us little coins and crumbs and us get away with this, do this or do that, do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? In the day, we know that they're scratching to kind of like pull itself back, to put things back together, because they on people show what this country all about what happened on January 6th, and also their response to it, and after blacks got Biden in office, how he responded. Hey, bill for the Asians. Afghans got these benefits, you know what I'm saying? Mexicans at the border getting the benefits. It's a lot of stuff going on. The Haitians down there, you hear nothing about that, you know what I'm saying? You have all this police violence, you don't hear no kind of laws, George Floyd law, Breonna Taylor law, you hear nothing about that, right? Reparations been out there the whole time the campaign was going on. And they have intentionally been indulging very crooked topics and conversations. Very crooked topics and conversations. So for me, we at a point right now, whereas we in the ballpark, we got the attention, just we don't know what to do with it. It's like, I won't lie to you, my parent guard called me middle. I'm coming out of court. My problem was, as soon as I see a trap coming, I to throw the ball to him. I'm trying to dribble to the correct trap. I get jacked. A layup. Happened to me. Somebody, they call it bunch me. I'm a star parent guard. He pinched me. I was so mad, right? Because I had nobody to talk to. I quit it. I couldn't make it play later, but I quit. But the point matter because I didn't understand what I was doing. When you have two defenders coming on you, throw the ball to open man. You got 5 players on each side. So if 2 men on me, so that's 4. We got 4 men, we got 3 of them. So bam, we can rotate the ball for north. It can be easy layup. But the point of the matter I'm trying to teach people is the fact that a lot of time we move too fast. A lot of time we don't take the time to really sit down and agree on what needs to be done. And we fumbling the ball right now, the ball out of bounds. The ball was the other way, small points for the opponent team. And that's what's going on. We got a chance, but you got some people, you know what I'm saying, they can pay up on the table. You got some people in their feelings looking at things a whole lot different than how I should look. You got some people just don't give a damn. They're going to just do it the way they want to do it, what have you. This is supposed to be a nation thing. This is supposed to be a black thing, a melanated thing. It's supposed to be a unity thing. We on some other stuff. So for me, going back to our youth, we have to put more attention on that. They wandering around too much. They moving around too much. They get caught in all kinds of crazy stuff and they're locking them up. Or they getting killed. Or they getting on drugs. It's real out here, my people. It's real. Five fists in the on the building. Greetings, Major TV. Salute five fists. They ain't coming through. Yes, they all right, Major. Shakari Henry in the building. Shalom, family. Shalom, sister. 2:23 a.m. in UK. Salute UK. That's on top of my show, love. Shout out to my people, my sisters and brothers out there in UK. Stand up. Thank you, Sharika, for coming through. Appreciate it so much. You up late. That's what's up. Glendale Williams. Shalom, Major and Black fam. All right, all right, all right. I already shot you out. What's cool? It's all love. Henry Wild, good morning. Yeah, Geneva. Yes, we do. We got to get to know our neighbors, network on important issues. Real talk, real talk. Balance, greetings, care units. What's up? Coming through it all the time. Heather Denise, Taaraa son, 001. Peace and Major and family and chat. Very nice subject. Thank you so much for coming through. Gotta go there, you already do. Ron and Harrison, peace and blessings. These conversations must continue or to turn our communities around. Real talk. These conversations are supposed to be continuous, supposed to inspire us to talk about this more and devise ways how to go in there and fix issues in our community. And I won't lie, I think about the young man I spoke about. I knew him personally, and I literally watched throughout the years of him growing up, right? From 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How he was saying he was hard headed. He wanted to be in the streets. They even asked me to talk to him. And I talked to him, right? He wanted to get killed 10 age of 18, It was just so sad. And when I think about him, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? What could I say a day, you know what I'm saying? It's just sad to see our young people just lose their lives, and not just by death, but going to prison or even get on drugs, heavy drugs. Hawaii have a different culture makeup. Okay. I ain't never been there, but I plan to go in there. I believe that. You got melanated people out there. My man Gary Branch. Shalom, big bro Major. TV Let's Talk. Salute, Gary. How you doing, fam? My people, Yaya Kid. Shalom, Major TV. And melanated family, black love. Shalom, sister. How you doing? Long time. No see. Future melanated freak. Teaching kids they were slaves and they came off and made a slave ship. My parents never taught me about slavery till I went to school. Real talk, real talk, real talk. It is real out here, family. Up there, Poke, how you doing, fam? Shalom, Major and family, peace and blessings. Thank you for coming through. Up there, I really appreciate that. We have become less and less concerned about what happened to us in our history. Right. We cannot wait for others to do what we need to do for ourselves. So right. L Bookfoot 22 Shalom family, Black Power. That's my man problem is trying to keep my active. That's my main problem is trying to keep my mind active and positive and keep them aware of their surroundings and now more than ever in their life. I'm fighting with the matrix for real. Keep your head up, brother, but that's real talk, man. Real talk. I like the energy, man. Keep that up. We have to start fixing ourselves to loop to truth, like power. Thank you, Denise. Appreciate it. Yes, we do, but less concerned about those other people. All attention on ourselves. Real talk. Speak it, big bro. You already know. Black love, black unity. Agreed, made TV, and yes, they target our children by design. For example, an incarcerated person generates more revenue for the system than the same individual can often earn for themselves. Real talk. That's real talk. Example: if you earn 50,000 a year, you work 50 times. You work 5 times to the system once incarcerated. Facts. Facts. As black people, we are still viewed as a commodity. The difference is that no one no one individual can own another individual, but the state can own us, and they do. Speak. I see you speak. Real talk. Real talk. Speak. JBATL in the building. What's up, Major? What's up, fam? How you doing? Claim your indigenous American Indian DNA, and you would get your land back. Right, right, righteous, righteous, right. Shalom, be one family. You know who you are. Facts. Start with your family. You don't need anymore to do anyone do your DNA. Nobody can tell you who your great grandmother is. It all boils down to the next generation, the kids, the ones you were talking about, Big Bro, so real. You already know. Mm. All these kids lost. JB said they been raised by social media. I talk to them and they listen to me and they don't apply because they have to go back to their world and their world is lost. At least you're trying, brother. At least you're trying. JBL is correct. The children go back to their home world and there has to be a way that can be reinforced, meeting them where they at along with their parents. Real talk, real talk. I can hoop, I can hoop, but what FS. Now I'm kind of slow on that, but I can hoop. For real, I guess. I don't know. It's supposed to be ours. I don't know. You know the FS. You gotta help me out with that. But I'll be MF water boy for the team to go to get the win. Real talk, real talk. But yeah, I see it. Crying emotion, like wow. That's right, Bigfoot. Whatever it take. That's the D. That's the D. Diamond Black, Shalom, family. Thank you for coming through. So with you. Real talk, man. You already know. The deal at our children family can you you can look at the news, you can look at Nas and everything else that's going on. The news, I'm not sure. All of us that is in the chat live in the same city, we will make a difference because we feel the same. But yes, we got to do what we can where we are. Real talk, we can't be messing around with it no more. It's getting serious by the minute. Also, teach them we had history before slavery. Slavery interrupted our growth. You came to this country educated only to only not to the European standards. Right, 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 right. And yeah, y'all. So that's what's up, man. I just had this on my. I just had this on my mind. I had to do a live about this, y'all. Our children is so important. We have to keep that in mind, y'all. Real talk. But I want to share the website again with you. If you don't know Major TV have a website, check it out. I'm gonna be blogging real soon. Got some interesting things to be talking about. Be posting real soon. Check the website out. It's the news section. That article I did or that recording I did is on this sister right here, Kiko Davis, the first black woman to own a black bank. There's a lot of articles that been here, what have you. Check it out, y'all. Check it out. Um, I got a COVID page as well. Update y'all on COVID stuff I get. Got a self termination page. The reparation, got the BB Directed Black Business Directory. Add your business for free on website or social media link. And then we have the shop right here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if you want you to shop out, you want to buy some merch, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? We doing some things, y'all. We doing some things. And I already know there's a contact page. You got a motivation page, power page, you got a podcast. And that stuff already on YouTube, what have you. But y'all check me out, you know what I'm saying? And go to the website and um, you become a member, get different notifications and what have you. I'm doing my thing, y'all. I'm gonna do something on financial literacy. I'm gonna do something on small businesses. I mean, small business grants. I'm gonna do something on what else? Something else I'm gonna do something on. Adding pages as I go along. I'm real busy, but I'm trying to like every so often do a live or recording or audio for you all because there's information out there that I have to share with you. It's just a matter of just managing my time, my businesses, and what have you know. But I really appreciate every time I do a live, I drop some, I get some kind of response from the community. And I really love you all for that. I always say Major TV is nothing without the people. Y'all make this channel by all love and support, even donations when I get it. I really appreciate that. But thank you so much for just checking this live out. I hope y'all got something from it. I hope y'all realize the only thing I was trying to say is we have to start putting our youth first. We have to start understanding that they are our everything. Once we gone, they have to carry the torch. And too many times, get caught up in everything else, but forget about them. And I know some of these kids at a certain age, they're hard to reach, but we can't give up. We all we got. We all we got. Most of the Pan African people, American Indians, but I bet my life, my whole life and money on that black power. Facts. Justice for Sasha X. Black power. Real talk, real talk. That's so real, y'all. So real. So thank you so much for everything. It's always a blessing. It's always a pleasant experience doing these lives. It's always a good feeling just knowing that the people do care, the people are listening, people are responding. Because we have to know how to interact, we have to know how to grow together, we have to know how to cry together, we have to know how to build together, we have to know how to do everything together. Because this fight is a real fight. It'll require all of us to be tuned in and dialed in. I'm so concerned about our kids. Like I said, I have two young teenagers that's working for me now, and I get work to them the best way I can and what have you. I try to do little things and I'm on to some big things. My hand a little bit of everything. I'm doing some stuff. Got a big project I'm working on, and I don't want to talk about it until you know what I'm saying. I get something off the ground with it. But yeah, it's going down. I want to thank this brother, sister. I don't know what it is, but 5/5. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate you. Appreciate what you do for us, Major TV. Thank you so much, and I appreciate what you do for the channel by coming in, commenting, and donating, and just being a part of the whole conversation and a part of the movie. I really appreciate that. We Hold on 1 second, my bad. I didn't want to move that fast to that. I really want to do that. Real talk. But I wanna thank everybody. Real talk, y'all been a blessing. Um, I can't say how much I'm just grateful, just knowing that y'all could have been anywhere tonight, doing whatever, watching whomever, and y'all chose to be with me. I'm grateful. So I want to thank everybody, and I see y'all still commenting and whatnot. And thank you, Geneva, so much for just constantly being there. I see you. You know what I'm saying? The yell foot. I see you. Yeah, the children are precious too. Our ambassador, real talk. Be blessed, wisdom minded fam. Real talk. Thank you, Geneva. Real talk. We really have to do this. Gary Brand said, exonerating GMJ Black Power. That's what's up, y'all. That's what's up. But I'm just loving the moment. I'm loving the vibrations. I'm loving you all, man. Just keep doing what y'all do. So hey, I'm not gonna hold y'all up no more. I really have to go. I see the comments coming in. I can't reach y'all right now. I have to got to get to bed, start driving in the morning. But I want to thank Five Fists again for donation. I want to thank everybody for just the participation, the chat, what have you. Just rock with me. Thank you so much for everything. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna play this little ad for the sister Taaraa Muhammad. Trying to get us to support her. I'm gonna be buying her so real so soon, so I know you can probably check this out. But I want to thank everybody for your love and support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stay focused, still cold, just be black. Peace.
Soldi sopra il tuo bar. Ehi, calmi, calmi, papi, papi. Lo so che mi cerchi solo per sti mani. Ehi, chiami, chiami. Soldi sopra il tuo bar. Ehi, calmi, calmi, papi, papi. Lo so che mi cerchi solo per sti mani. Ehi, chiami, chiami. Soldi sopra il tuo bar. Ehi, calmi, calmi, papi, papi. Lo so che mi cerchi solo per sti mani. Ehi, chiami, chiami. Soldi sopra il tuo bar. Ehi, calmi, calmi, papi, papi. Lo so che mi cerchi solo per sti mani. Ehi, chiami, chiami.
To the people, the power is the people. They power in your ego. We power in this evil. It's power in this music. Got power and I use it like I'm a superhero. We really need a leader. Power to the people. The power is the people. They power in your ego. We power in this evil. It's power in this music. Got power and I use it like I'm a superhero. We really need a leader. Wish we could see that we hurting ourselves. Hate to see each other excel. Looking like crabs in the barrel. Wanna gossip, wanna judge. What if we all just unified and put all our differences aside to preserve our way of life and be black and keep our pride and be kings under God and speak words that are wise and don't glorify things that took our fucking people lives. We've been oppressed so long, we feeding on our own, disconnected from our people, stuck in zombie mode. Children of the lost tribes, just go back to Israel. They say I'm trivial, but I swear it's biblical. We need to come together, not only at funeral. I'm so tired of fucking funeral. Power to the